Deconstruct version, which is just Canvas version. So this is basically taking everything into consideration. So if you look into the players, it's basically an ecosystem understanding of your business. And you can do that if you're a leader, you do a stakeholder mapping where you understand, okay, who is attached to me in our business? If you look an inside perspective, if you look an outside perspective, if you look into what is competition, who are different partners, all of that. And then having this understood, you go into a relationship understanding of what are the relationships between your organization or the people in your organization towards your customers, towards your partners, towards the ecosystem players. And you can do that again on an organizational level, which is internal, where you understand, okay, what is the relationship between marketing and sales? What is the relationship between Peter and Werner? Or you can do that again between what is the relationship between your organization and your competitor and your customer and so on. So that's always having a holistic view. And then you look into challenges. What I always do with the challenges is, how do you create a win-win in your ecosystem? So I'm helping people inside of organizations to understand a win-win thinking. Then from that, you look into opportunities and bring that into structuring it into an opportunity funnel going forward. So that's what's happening in all these different phases. It's always a holistic view, which works on an individual level and works on an organizational level. That's basically how I built that up over the last years, with, of course, the 24 years plus of experience in working in different businesses, organizations, and leading a lot of people.
Wow, it's clever, because I mean, the thing is, in some ways, sometimes what you will do is you'll create like a context or a tool or something like this for a specific segment or for a specific target audience. But what you've done is you've taken kind of the principles, and then it depends on the context that you engage with. So if it's a leadership, because all those pillars hold true no matter what, you have to just look at it from your perspective, and then And then it feeds, because I was wondering about the funnels, because if you look at some of the other, we'll go to the other ones, there's always a funnel. So it feels like what you're trying to do is, it's not just about smashing a bunch of context onto a canvas. There needs to be some kind of action or outcome after that. And I understand that's what the funnel,
absolutely.
Like what do we do with this now?
So you basically, if you have the opportunities, you have a bunch of mappings of opportunities. Let's say if you have a whiteboard or whatever where you gather them, then you need to structure them in a way of what are the opportunities you think are the most relevant for your customers.
Yeah.
What are the opportunities that bring the most bang for your buck, and this kind of thinkings. So that's a bit going into that direction, and then you structure them. What are the things you do first, second, third? Because that's often in organizations, what I have seen, or even in individuals, you have a lot of good ideas, but you don't get any of the ideas flying because you're not structuring them into a pipeline. And that's basically putting them into a funnel, which gives you an opportunity getting it structured going forward.
Yeah.
But maybe just to say, I mean, this is the highest level I have of the stuff I'm doing. I have between each of these different topics, I have, when I'm doing individual coaching inside of organization, me as a coach, I have 10, 15, 20 canvases and structures behind that. That's just the simplified version where I say, I boil it together that I can try and explain it to people and as easy as possible. And that's still complex.
And for that, we need to go to one of the other businesses, and then you're going to charge us, right?